Hello, my name is Marguerite Wallace, and this is my summary of what I've learned about literacy and creating my own library. So, the first thing that I learned about libraries, and specifically children's libraries, is that they should be designed to encourage reading as well as explore other literacy activities. For example, the library that I visited initially was the San Diego North Park Branch Library, and I was actually surprised to see many different ways that literacy was incorporated, not just necessarily as in children's books. And some of these examples included puzzles, Legos, bulletin boards, whiteboards, toys, music, DVDs, and games. And I thought this was a really creative way to introduce literacy to young readers who may not already be reading or encouraged to read. One thing I learned about literacy from this class, again, is that it does not only include books and reading, but literacy encompasses a wide variety of topics. And some of the topics that I learned from this class that include literacy are books, magazines, journals, comprehension, phonics, vocabulary, reading games. And then my perceptions of libraries has changed since taking this class, mostly due to the accessibility and diversity that is required for libraries. This is something that honestly I had not considered before taking this course. But accessibility to young readers is very important, such as lowering shelves so that small children can reach the books that they want, and they have a role in deciding which books they want, and they have a choice to do so. I also learned that libraries should be inclusive of different cultures, different abilities, and in order to promote diversity with young readers. So the most important thing to include in my own library creation was a space for young readers and a space for older readers. I think this division would encourage younger readers to feel more comfortable in their space. Smaller tables, smaller chairs, toys, less emphasis on words, more emphasis on pictures, whereas older children would start to enjoy reading more chapter books, reading more words, stories. They would have computers, bigger tables for them to complete their homework, and that separation is just important for me so that each group feels comfortable in their space and each family feels comfortable in their space as well. So my role in contributing literacy to my community is as a preschool teacher. So every day I work with my students, I read to them at circle time. I have a library in my own classroom where we rotate the selections for them. Most of them are not at reading level. Most of the students are not at like a place where they can start reading, but they are definitely getting encouraged to look at the pictures and find meaning from illustrations. And then what I plan to do to encourage literacy again is to just include more literacy-based activities in my classroom. Like as I've mentioned before, I didn't consider that literacy went beyond reading and writing, but it encompasses all of those other topics just to encourage reading. So it's really important for me as a preschool teacher to continue that in my own classroom. And I'm really glad that I took this course so I can learn so much more about literacy and libraries and how I can apply that to my own community. So thanks so much and have a wonderful night.